I asked 5 YouTubers to challenge me to find specific Funko Pops. I said that it could be literally anything, so this is gonna be pretty tough. And now it's time to check out the first video coming in from Arcade Matt.
I'm Arcade Matt, and I challenge you, Tristan, to find the red player piece pop figure. God dang, that's a lot of P's from Candyland. Good luck.
Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but I know exactly where to get this one. And so let's get going over to the mall to check out a Canadian store called Shoppers. And now I know what you're thinking. Tristan, how do you know where this Candyland player piece is? Well, everybody, that's actually because I have seen it here at this specific Shoppers Drug Mart about 10 or 15 times. And I've debated on picking it up pretty much every single time, so fingers crossed it's still here. Okay, everybody, I found some of the Funko Pops, and it looks like, ooh, this is the Halloween section. Also, when did this happen? Apparently they're getting in the pop masks here, but as you guys can tell, this is not what we're, hold on a second, everybody, wait, I think I found them. It's funny, I remembered while I was checking the section over there that they're actually in this section above the cups and stuff, but either way, they have Sarah, Jack Nicholas, and that player piece. They actually have 3 different ones. I could pick the box I want. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, this one seems pretty clean. Let's get it. Okay, so I found a quick spot just to sit down to show you guys that I did get the player piece. Matt, I was able to find it. And so now we are on to our next YouTuber, which is actually going to be Rye the Pop Guy.
Hey Tristan, it's me, Rye. The Funko Pop that I want you to find while Funko Pop hunting today would have to be this Cowboy McNugget right here. It's such a cool pop, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit hard to find, so if you can't find it, try and get any of the other McNugget Funko Pops.
Okay, so he wants us to find the Cowboy Chicken Nugget, but if we can't find that one, any of them works, he says. And the good news is they actually just released their brand new Halloween ones, and I feel like GameStop might have one. So what are we waiting for? Let's get going. Oh, actually, hold on. I need to bring you guys too. Okay, so I've made it into GameStop, and we're by the section. Let's do some digging. And if I'm gonna be honest, right away, I am not noticing any of the chicken nuggets, or actually, now that I think about it, very many of the holiday ones in general. And I guess they do have like Santa Jack over here, and they've got some of the ones from Hocus Pocus. Actually, this is the first time I've ever seen these ones. But it's not what we're on the hunt for today, so we've got to leave them here. And then doing a little bit more looking around. This could be tough. Because you know what? I'm not seeing any of the new McDonald's ones. Oh, and you know what? I haven't even mentioned it. There are 4 different nuggets that released this year. Here's the set. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I believe they should be available now. And I remember pre-ordering them a while ago. Let's go check to see maybe they're behind the counter. Okay, so I'm back in the car and I have some pretty exciting news. Because I happen to have 2 pre-orders that arrived today, and it was some pretty crazy luck. The first one that I want to show you, which isn't even the craziest one, was I was able to get the Chase Armin from Attack on Titan. It was something that I had pre-ordered a little while ago, and I had no clue it was going to be coming in, and then it was also the Chase. How crazy! But that's not even the best part, because the other pre-order that arrived was, check this out, everybody, the brand new Vampire McNugget. So Rye the Pop Guy, I found him. But before we go on to the next place, let's go back to the office so we can actually find out what we're going to be looking for. Okay, everybody, we are back, and I've got the 2 Funko Pops we found, which I've got to say was pretty crazy, especially with how clutch those pre-orders were today. You can't beat that. And so far, we're starting off pretty strong. And now the reason we came back is because I have a little bit of time until the next place actually opens, and that is going to be Hamilton Comic-Con. It's going to be a massive building full of collectibles, and I feel like that's going to be the place where we probably finish up this video. But before we get going, we of course have to find out who's challenging me next, and it looks like it's PokeRev.
Hey Tristan, thanks for including me on this Funko Pop hunt. Now most people probably know me from my Pokemon card opening videos, but what you might not know, unless you've seen my backdrop fall once or twice, is that I'm a fan of Funkos. So for your challenge, Tristan, I'm going to combine Pokemon and Funkos and ask you to find a Pokemon-themed Funko Pop. But not just any Pokemon, I need you to find my favorite starter, Charmander. Now, I didn't want this to be too easy for you, so I'm going to ask you to find the Emerald City Comic-Con exclusive Diamond Collection Charmander. I know, that's a mouthful, and it's probably going to be tough to find. Now, if it does end up being too difficult to find, I am willing to accept a 2021 Spring Convention exclusive. Good luck!
Oh, the Diamond Edition Charmander. That is going to be tough, but the best place to find it is probably Comic-Con. And now that I think about it, they're just about to open, so let's get going. Here at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. And now I looked at the list of booths that are going to be here, and there is a lot of them that will have Funko Pops, so fingers crossed we can find that Diamond Charizard. And then after that, the other 2 that we're also going to need. Let's just go inside. And now one of the coolest parts is about this convention is you can actually walk through all of the planes. Look at how crazy this is. Now, everybody, everybody, I came across my first booth here with Funko Pops, and I'm doing some digging for that Diamond Charmander. I'm not seeing anything yet, but it doesn't mean that they don't have it. And now I think the first thing I should probably do is see if they have a Pokemon section. And now while I'm digging for those Pokemon Pops, I should also be looking at the other ones to see if there's maybe something I might need for other people's later on. Like, for example, over here, they've got Annabelle. You never know, we could have to find it. Okay, everybody, I found the Pokemon, and it looks like they have, oh no, both of the Diamond ones, but no Charmander. What is my luck with this? And I'm looking around a little bit more. I am not seeing any. That's too bad. But it means that it could be around somewhere, so let's keep digging. Okay, everybody, I found another booth with more Pokemon Pops, and it looks like they've got Charizard, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, no Charmander. What is going on today? PokeRev, this might be harder than I thought. Now, everybody, this here might be the booth with the most Pokemon Pops that I've seen at the con, but as you guys can probably tell, they've got Charizard over there, as well as a couple other fire types, but I'm not finding Charmander. I seriously don't know what's going on today. I've got to find this guy. Okay, now we're not going to stop looking for Charmander, but I want to check out the next YouTuber's clip just to see if maybe we can look for two at once. And the person that we've got here is coming in from Brick Science.
Hey, it's me, Riley from Brick Science, and I want you to try and find a Scarecrow Funko Pop from Batman. Scarecrow, just the one that says Scarecrow. Funko Pop from I think I just said that. Anyway, I hope it's difficult for you to find, and I also hope it's the one with the cool gas mask on the front, because that one is the sickness. Good luck to you.
Okay, now that is gonna be a tough one. The Arkham Scarecrow, but it kind of sounded like it could be any Scarecrow, and I think I saw one earlier. And now I remember that Scarecrow figure being over here somewhere. Aha, okay, well, Now, Brick Science, you kind of said whatever Scarecrow. I know you'd prefer the Arkham one, but this is... Okay, we'll keep it here for now, but maybe I'll be back for this in a bit. And now that I am looking for two of them, I guess we could do a little bit more digging around in the DC section as well. And over here, I noticed, check this out, guys, they have that Arkham Asylum Batman, and when you look on the back, wait, where is he? I swear, everybody, that Scarecrow was in the set. Maybe he was Wave 2. Either way, he is from this line. And I understand that this Batman isn't it, but still, we're getting closer. Now, everybody, I finally came across my first Charmander here for only $15, but it's not that Diamond Edition. I bumped into another small section here with some Batman figures, and I'm still looking for that Scarecrow before we go and get that imposter one, but it's seeming like we might have to get him. And no, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of really cool booths, but booths with the Pops that I need, not so many. Woo! Jeez. All right, everybody, so we are now out of Hamilton Comic-Con, and I did end up going back for that Scarecrow I did end up going back for that Scarecrow imposter because it was the best we were gonna find. Like I mentioned inside, they had a lot of cool booths, but not a lot of ones with Pops that I needed, but the good news is the hunt's not done. Let's go over to the mall. Oh, and also, if I find a better Scarecrow, I will definitely pick it up. It's just for now, the imposter one is the best we could find. Now, you might be noticing I'm not at the mall. It's actually on the way to the mall. I forgot that Big B Comics was here, and apparently they're having a big sale, so fingers crossed we can find something. And if I'm gonna guess, it'd probably be more likely the Scarecrow over the Charmander, but you never know. Okay, I found the section, and it seems like there is a lot of figures here, and they've got some cool ones too, like the Jack Skellington, as well as some previous exclusive ones. And so they might have some of the ones that I'm looking for. I'm just not seeing anything yet. And I did notice over here, they do have the 25th anniversary Charmander, but it's not that Diamond Edition one. And I know that it was an Emerald City Comic Con exclusive, so maybe they have it in more of an expensive cabinet. I'm not sure, but they have more Pokemon up here. It's just, again, not that Diamond version. So as you guys could probably tell, nothing that I needed over at Big B Comics, but the good news is I took a mental note because we still have more YouTubers later in the video, and you never know, it could be one of those. But now we have made it over to the mall where there is a bunch of stores, as well as a Conspiracy Comics, which has walls of Funko Pops. They might have something there. And now, just as a quick reminder, before we get to Conspiracy Comics, I wanted to let you guys know which ones we're still on the hunt for. Diamond Charmander, as well as Scarecrow, and I think at this point, as long as it's not the imposter version, we should be good. Okay, so we made it in. Take a look at the wall that they have here of Pops. It is crazy. And now the first place that I want to look here is in the Batman section, because I'm still looking for a normal Scarecrow here, and they have a bunch of characters, but I'm not seeing them. And then coming down a little bit farther, I found their Pokemon section, where they have actually the biggest one I've seen all day, and they do have a Diamond figure, but it's Pikachu, not Charmander. Oh, and then hold on, just above that, I noticed that they have a lot of the DC superheroes, and this one here actually is, I believe, the one that I wanted to show you guys earlier. Yeah, there is the Scarecrow we're looking for on the back of the box. So, like, could I pick this one up, and would it count? No, but it's the closest we've got so far. Okay, so I was just talking to the lady that works here, very nice, by the way, and I was asking her about that Diamond Charmander, because that one seems to be the one that we're really having trouble with. PokeRev, if you're watching, come on, you couldn't have picked an easier one? But anyway, she said that they had one a while ago. They actually have some of the Emerald City Comic Con ones from that year, but it went so quickly, she hasn't seen one in months. So it looks like we're probably not going to be able to find that one today, but actually, we have one more YouTuber, and maybe we'll be able to find that one in here, which is coming in from Marko.
What's up, my G? Marko here. I gotta be honest, I don't know much about Funko Pops at all. I don't know anything about them. But I know I like Spider-Man. And I did see this one Funko Pop one time where it was like Andrew Garfield holding a mask in his mouth. And it looked cool. And his hands were out like this, looking around. It was a cool one. I didn't get it, but I need you to go find it. Also, when you find it, you have to send it to me. That's part of the challenge. And if you don't, then you can't use this video.
Okay, Marko, you want me to find the Spider-Man, more specifically the Amazing Spider-Man with the mask in his mouth. And also, I don't know if you know, but they actually make DIY ones, so if you ever want to customize one sometime, let me know. But anyways, getting back on track here, they have a wall of them. Let's go check the Marvel stuff. All right, now here is that Marvel section. As you guys can tell, the shelf is full of them. And it looks like over here is the Spider-Man Pops. And let's see here, they have this previous exclusive one of the Japanese TV series, and oh, take a look at that, everybody. Marko, we found it. And I've got to say, he looks really great with that mask in his mouth. Let's grab him. Okay, so I've got the Spider-Man, so let's go to a couple more stores. And if I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of calling the Charmander a bit of a lost cause. If we see one, I'll pick it up though. And then for Scarecrow, they might have one. Sunrise Records, and I'm doing some digging here, and of course I am not seeing Scarecrow, and I found some Pokemon, but yeah, there's no Charmander. Now over in GameStop, I'm seeing some new Pops, but not really ones that we need for the video, and I guess they do have a Nugget, so Ride the Pop guy, I found him again. And they also have the Holiday Grimace, and it seems like, oh, they also have the Witch Nugget, so there's a couple options. But the good news is I got this one earlier, so we don't have to worry about it. And now Toys R Us, our last shot of the day. And I mean, guys, come on, I'm not expecting much here, but it is still good to check, because again, you never know, they have a lot of Pops, and some of them are like different all the way back. There could be a Scarecrow in here. And if I'm gonna be honest, at a quick glance here, I am not seeing anything. Let's just go back to the office. And well, everybody, just like that, we are back from our pop hunt. And I would say we got about 3.5 out of the 5 pops that we need, or you know what, maybe more like 4. 2 of them being half points. I'll show you what I mean. Because right in the beginning there, I did pick up that Candyland player piece for Arcade Matt, which turned out perfect. They still had some, I'm glad they did. Then we went over to GameStop and picked up a chicken nugget loving Rye the Pop Guys figure, which is of course the Vampire Nugget. And then when it gets to the next one for PokeRev, we had to go over to Hamilton Comic Con to see if we could find it, and I did end up getting a Charmander. It just wasn't that Diamond Edition version. You guys saw while I was there, I found one for $15 at a booth right before we were about to leave, so I figured I might as well grab it because it's kind of the Charmander. And also, just to show you guys, I do have the Diamond Edition version in my collection. We just didn't find it today, so I'm not gonna count this guy. But I feel like with both of them together, me finding one and also having one in the collection, it counts. And then we've got the other half a point, and this one is for Brick Science's figure, because I did end up getting a Scarecrow, but it was the Scarecrow Impopster, and he looks a little bit more like Batman. And I understand he wanted me to find the Arkham Asylum one, so that's why I'm only giving myself half a point. I feel like that's reasonable. And as you guys saw today, I really dug around for both of these guys, and they were nowhere to be found. But when it comes to Marko's figure, I was able to get the exact one he wanted. Check that out, everybody. The previous exclusive Amazing Spider-Man with the mask in his mouth, it really is an amazing figure. And so at the end of the day, we did come back with 5 Funko Pops. But anyways, everybody, that is pretty much gonna do it for today. And if you guys want to check out any of the YouTubers featured in this video, I will have them linked in the description down below. This hunt has been a lot of fun, and I'll see you tomorrow.